I'm here to talk to you about hurricane preparedness. Here in South Florida, last year we had Irma, and Irma tore up the Keys. It left millions of people without power for days. Uh, it left gas stations without gas, without being able, you couldn't pump gas for a couple days. It destroyed a couple nursing homes to where people were suffering so bad because of the hurricane that they died. But now, as for you, what can you do to actually work to change some of that situation as for yourself? One, get your friends, your family, whoever that you're okay with. Team up with them. Get a plan together so that this way you're able to go half, quarter, or whatever with them. And you guys go half on water, you guys go half on the essential supplies, because it's cheaper if you buy it in bulk. Now, as for me, I have a generator, and my generator's strong enough to power my entire home. But for everybody that's not that lucky, what you need to do, or what I hope you would do, is to actually get together with some of your friends, some of your family, some of your neighbors, and try to work out a plan to where that you guys cut the cost of everything. Whose house is more sturdier? Hey, let's all meet up in here, but let's board up the houses, and let's meet up in here, so that now we have our water, we have our canned foods, and if you're fortunate enough to have generators, hey, let's have the generators. Make sure that you have enough fuel for your generators. Make sure you have your pets inside. Make sure that you have enough food, not just for one family, but for everybody. And if you can do this as a whole, as a group, as two families together, you cut the price down by 50%. So instead of some people saying that they spent $500, $1,000 for hurricane preparedness, it will bring the price in half. Now, as for myself, during Hurricane Irma, I spent over $1,000 for a generator. I spent over $800 to get a permit to have the generator to be plugged into my home, so that I can live with AC and all the other essentials while this was going on. And I'm fortunate to be able to say that there were gas stations that were near me that had fuel. Yeah, they price gouged a bit, but it did happen nonetheless. And because I actually took the time to prepare, not only was I comfortable, but when my neighbors needed to charge their phones, to make coffee, I was there to help. And you can do all of this, and you could actually cut your costs of hurricane preparedness in half if you guys not just prepare early, but you also team up, so that this way you cut the cost in half. Before before a hurricane, I strongly suggest you guys look at a bottled water delivery plan, because some of them can get the water out to you days before the hurricane. And if you are fortunate enough to be able to do this, you can possibly have 10 to 20 cases of water just sitting, waiting, so that you can ride out this storm. You don't have to keep the delivery plan, but you want to make sure that when every person gets crazy and go to run to the store and go to snatching up stuff, you already have it. You can tell those that are prepared and those that are not by just watching the news, seeing everybody go through a frenzy and running into the store. Yeah, it's a bunch of people that have impact windows that still go run and get wood to board up their windows, their doors. And for that, I wouldn't blame them, because the windows are not cheap. The doors are not cheap. To the people that are getting batteries, there are things that we don't take advantage of when getting prepared for a hurricane. And that's the hurricane tax-free, the hurricane preparedness tax-free weekend. You could buy generators tax-free. You can buy batteries tax-free, flashlights tax-free, kerosene lamps, and all the other essentials that you can buy, and you don't need, you don't pay tax on them. But that will be the greatest time to prepare. But some people wait to the end. And if you wait to the end, it's too late.